Hey everyone, and welcome. In this explainer, we're going to dive into a simple, but honestly, a really powerful idea: how the tiny little habits we teach our kids every day can actually build their entire future. I mean, just think about that for a second. We all want our kids to grow up to be capable, confident, happy adults, right? Of course we do. But what if the key to all that wasn't some huge, complicated master plan, but something we could start doing like right now, in the simplest ways imaginable? All right, let's get into it. To build that bright future, our kids need a specific set of tools. You can almost think of them as super skills. These are the foundational abilities that are going to help them navigate, well, everything, not just school, but their whole lives. And these skills are like branches on a tree, all growing from a really strong trunk. We're talking about the big ones: problem solving, communication, being aware of their own emotions. It's the whole shebang, from creativity to learning how to work with others. And let's be clear, these aren't just nice to haves. No way. They are the absolute essential building blocks for a capable, well-rounded human being. So when we say life skills, this is exactly what we're talking about. They're the practical, hands-on tools that give kids the power to handle everyday problems, to really connect with people, and to build this genuine confidence that comes from the inside out. It's all about turning "I can't do it" into "okay, I'll give it a try." Okay, so we know what skills are important. That part's clear. But the how we actually teach them, that's just as critical. And the secret to making these skills really stick isn't more homework or boring lectures. Nope. It's about tapping into a kid's natural, built-in curiosity. The whole goal is to create what you could call a learning playground. We want to turn learning into an adventure. Through play, kids don't even realize they're learning collaboration. Through art, they find new ways to express themselves. Simple experiments teach them how to make decisions. And you know what? We can even use the digital tools they're already surrounded by to help grow these skills. And this is a really crucial point. Instead of seeing technology as some kind of enemy or a distraction, this approach totally embraces it. It's about using modern tools, even things like AI, to create learning experiences that feel dynamic and personal, and that are actually relevant to the world our kids are growing up in today. So you might be wondering, what if you could take all of these essential skills and mix them together with this fun, modern, playful way of learning? Well, there's a project out there designed to do exactly that. It's called My Little Skill, My Big Impact. And here's its mission, plain and simple. It's all about giving young kids these core skills by weaving the learning right into their everyday lives, not by making it some separate, formal lesson they have to sit through. And this is where it all just clicks. Check this out. A little skill, something as simple as learning it's okay to ask for help, builds the big impact of being a great communicator for life. Or completing a small task, like putting their toys away, starts to build the foundation for real responsibility. You see, that's where the magic happens, connecting that small, everyday action to the giant life skill it's building. When it comes right down to it, it's a lot like planting a seed. Every single small skill we help a child learn is another one of those seeds. And with just a little bit of encouragement and the right environment, those tiny seeds grow into a future that's full of confidence, resilience, and just capability. So here's what you should really take away from all this. Building a bright future for our kids isn't about some one-time giant leap. It's about all the small, consistent steps we help them take along the way. Every little skill is a stepping stone. And that right there is the heart and soul of My Little Skill, My Big Impact. And that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. We've seen how a small, simple skill can create a massive, positive impact on a child's life. So for every single one of us, as parents, as teachers, as role models, the question is, what's our impact going to be?